Ciel stole our kill.
Yep. She bunker bolted Vlav's entire chest cavity.
Yeah.
And his dying scream rises to the heavens.
Ostensibly. There is no forgiveness, no mercy to be found here.
Nope.
Her stake is a hammer of judgment, and its verdict is annihilation.
Yep. He was probably turned to dust right after that, too. Let's see. Any body left?
なんだ結局先輩だけでよかったんじゃない
You
か
say that like she didn't need you to knock the ancestor out of him.
Well, maybe she didn't.
Uh,
I roll over to lie face up, looking toward the sky. Pride and shame do battle in my chest.
Mad he didn't get the final blow.
But my heart and lungs cry for joy, as finally
You can breathe?
I take a long, belated breath. I can't move a muscle. I can't even tell whether I'm still holding my knife. I guarantee you can move a muscle. If you couldn't move a muscle, you would be dead now.
Well, yeah.
All I can be sure of is the throbbing in my skull and my rapidly fading consciousness. The pain in my skewered shoulder, the blood oozing from my shredded limbs. All of it feels dull, as though I've been anesthetized. I just about managed to slip on my glasses to soothe my headache before my batteries run completely dry.
遠野くん、しっかり生きていますか?
I want that box lunch.
Yeah.
Dimly, I hear Ciel's voice. I want to raise a hand to show her there's no need to worry, but I can't lift a single finger.
Wow, finally ran out of energy, huh?
遠野くん、呼吸はしていますね。心臓も動いている。なのに目を覚まさないなんて。もしかして頭が。
I'm fucking exhausted. Let me sleep.
My senpai can't possibly be this much of a jackass.
いやその言い方
Don't
は
make it sound like
あ
I'm
んまりな気
dying.
がします
It's a good thing Ciel wrapped her arms around me and hauled me upright. With the blood finally draining from my head, I could find the strength to speak.
Aww.
よかった。いえ、よくないです。なんかもうボロボロじゃないですか。無謀すぎます。なんだってあんなことをしたんですか?
All that seems so trivial now. She sounds genuinely flustered, though. Man, I wish my eyes were working well enough to see her face.
ですね全くです先輩の言う通り無謀でした本当にめちゃくちゃ怖かった
I heave an enormous sigh.
もう今頃になってそんなことを言うなんて困った人ですね。でも怖かったってどのくらい怖かったんですか? 噂に聞いた遠野くんの妹さんぐらい?
That's what he was scared of before, I guess.
自覚してますからいじめないでくださいこんなのは二度とごめんです
Also, don't ever tell my little sister about this. I'm a little afraid of what she'll do.
Also, just don't ever talk to Akiha. She really hates other women in my life. I bite back playfully. That only encourages Ciel all the more.
はい、強がるところが可愛いです。
Oh, jeez.
And she grins.
Oh.
Ow! Pain. A bolt of agony from my shoulder tears through my consciousness.
ああ、ごめんなさい。今は治療が先でした。
Are you gonna treat me with vampire goop?
肩の傷は骨は折れていませんね。よかった。これなら私でも治療できそうです。
You know, what
他に
Art
痛いと
did
ころはあり
this.
ませ
She
んか?
filled me with leftover Vlav goo.
Yeah.
Sorry? When did... Never mind. I must be losing my mind.
はい。 野くんもしもし
Senpai, take me back to your apartment.
Right, yeah, don't take me to my home.
As long as you're here, I know I'll be alright. With those words on my lips, my eyelids droop closed.
Did he actually say them?
All I see is the moon above me. Its pale light recalls the face of my other, absent partner in crime.
Yeah.
Ark, what should I say when I see her next? Should I tell her off for breaking her promise, or thank her for saving my life? Either way, picturing her face makes me feel
はい。おやすみなさい、遠野くん。
unconscious.
Yeah, apparently.
後のことは私に
Doesn't know how
任
to
せて
feel about her on this route.
どうかゆっくり休んでください。
The lullaby of her whispered voice is the last thing I hear. For the first time in 2 long days, I fall into a deep sleep. Spider.
Boy.
Two hours after the demise of Lav Archangel,
Right, barriers are up.
the traffic restrictions and media blackout remain in place.
Mm.
In order to keep a lid on the events that transpired here, inspection or photographic recording of the collapse site has been strictly prohibited.
Mm.
These orders come not from the police or the military, however, but from a blonde-haired, blue-eyed foreigner.
Yeah.
Looking at him, he couldn't be more than 12 years old.
So you think.
おーやりたい放題ってのはまさにこいつのことだ
Oh,
よ
they said the
な。
word.
使徒のカタコンベに神祖の空想具現化ときた。日本ってのはアジアが誇る先進国じゃなかったのか。いつから中世の田舎町になりやがった。
Hmm.
Why is there an E at the end of catacomb?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
こ
Is it
んな大
the
騒ぎは
French
13
spelling?
年前のあれ以来じゃねえのか。おい聞いてんのかアンド。てめえの国の話をしてんだよ俺は。
俺に言われても困りますよ坊ちゃん。
Oh, come
ハイテ
on.
ク
Don't
国
look
家
at
とか言わ
me.
れてますけど、そんなのもう10年も前の話ですし、技術も人間の程度も伸び悩んでるんすからこの
Something,
国。
something lost decade.
うちじゃなくて、お叱りは所轄の代行者にぶつ
Something
けてください。
something black companies, something something suicide rate.
Mm.
A black-haired man takes the boy's abuse in stride. A battle-scarred crater stretches out before them. Its debris-strewn surface bustles with activity.
Bunch of rescue squads, huh?
Rescue squads are attempting to save what survivors they could, while a team of local police investigators milled about.
And they all pretend this is just like a sinkhole incident or something.
Gas leak.
Yeah.
None of them knew the truth of this supernatural incident. Their job was simply to deal with the aftermath of the gas leak without asking any questions.
Yep.
しかし、いいんですか坊ちゃん。うちの連中使わなくて。
Yeah, I guess.
あれ、どんだけ観光令引いても漏れちゃいますぜ。
気
Yeah.
にすんな。日本人は仕事熱心なんだろう。秘密厳守っていう組織の方針には従わなきゃな。よしんば話が漏れても噂止まりだ。事故現場に死体があるのは不思議じゃねえんだしな。
Fair.
そりゃ不思議じゃねえですけど、不自然ではありますよ。どこにこんだけの死体があったんだって話ですし。
Bodies found too far underground or something.
そりゃお前、
Huh.
ここで発見された死体は今夜ここにいた哀れな一般人だろうが、発見された死体イコールさっきまで生きていた人間ってのが自然だろ。
Any one of those tinfoil hat conspiracy nuts? Like you really underestimate the
マジで
Mario.
すか。そんな方便で通るんすか。
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, right? Did you know all the birds were replaced with drones back in the 80s?
Yeah, Did you know the sun isn't real?
Did you know the moon landing never happened? It was just a soundstage in Hollywood.
そこを通すんだよ。
Yeah, they can just tell whatever story they want.
公園だったのが幸いしたぜ。
Yeah.
無関係な人間が山ほどいたことの理由になる。
Do you know there's actually 2 Luke Skywalkers in the original Star Wars trilogy?
That a thing?
Oh yeah, you've not heard of the bigger Luke theory?
No.
Yeah. So in several scenes, Luke's proportions are just wildly different to other scenes.
Like a stuntman or something?
So there's this theory about there being just like it's literally just the bigger Luke theory. Just look it up. It's incredibly stupid.
Wow.
But, yeah.
All right.
You've got Luke and bigger Luke.
Yeah.
理由さえあれば、あとは力仕事だわな。何のためにうちのジジイが権力ばらまいてると思ってやがる。抑えるのはトップだけでいいんだよ。下っ端や真ん中が不審がっても関係ねえ。
Yeah.
最後にま
Just
とめ
make
る人
sure
間が
the
握り
superior
つぶせば
officers
それで
know
お
to
しまいだ。
shout down any dissent.
Grab the top by the balls.
Yeah, I know.
Mario.
I know what he means. It's just an odd phrase.
I understand you're apparently 12, but like
I don't think
anatomy
the balls
though,
work.
my dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what men you've been interacting with whose balls are on the top, but that's not normal, dude.
そりゃつらい。そっか、そういう風に闇に葬られてきたのか。坊ちゃん、その年でエリートコースまっしぐらっすね。家柄的な話プラス精神的な話で、なんかこう、もっと年相応の遊び心とかないんですか？
あるかあんなもん。ガキってのは基本つまらねえもんだって忘れたのか30歳。ほら、無駄話してねえで監督してきやがれ。
Yeah.
ヤバめな証拠は隠滅し
Gotta
とけよ。
investigate and erase any inconvenient evidence.
へい、上司の命令とあれば喜んで。
あれでもちっと緊張感があれば使えるんだがな。あの捨て鉢さはなんだ。若い頃に挫折でもしたのかカリウス。
私にはとん
Oh.
と安藤の私生活に興味はありませんので。
Oh my god, a new character.
Hello.
Hello, probably evil man.
Maybe.
He's a white-haired Bishonen. That makes him evil, like
I mean,
usually.
Often, yes.
White-haired Bishy's a trope for a
悪徳司
reason.
祭の内部告発を決意したものの、最後の最後で金に目がくらんだ恋人に裏切られ、故郷を追われ、失意の果てに父方の祖国であるこの国に島流しになったということぐらいしか。
That's Hondo's backstory?
Huh.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, yeah,
Not
that
that-
sucks.
先月は金融機関に3万円ほど返済をした後、6万円ほど追加の融資を受けたようです。
So he's in
十
debt
分
too?
知ってるじゃねえか。まあ仲がいいのはいいことだ。当面俺の下はお前と安藤だけだからな。チームワーク磨いとけよ。
who?
The white-haired guy. He,
Yeah,
he just showed up. And started talking-
Carius.
Oh, okay, that's Carius. Okay.
Not to be confused with Karia, who is a different white-haired dude.
Yeah. Huh.
マーリオ様のご命令とあらば、
Hmm.
承知いたしました。
おお、仲良くな。んじゃあそろそろ報告でも聞いとくか。あの使えない方の女、通していいぜ。
Oh.
I love the idea that this kid is like actually 12
Yeah.
and is just bullying the shit out of this 27-year-old woman.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Over twice his age, just getting bodied by.
Yeah, I guess he's actually a kid, for real? He's not just young looking or something?
A nervous-looking woman is ushered through. Executor Noel, one of the handful of people who know what really happened here tonight.
本日付で赴任した監督司祭代行マーリオ・ジャッロ・ベスティーノだ。
Did-
Sorry, You're pronouncing that middle name Jello?
Jalo, kind of. Oh, yeah.
本日付で赴任した監督司祭代行マーリオ・ジャッロ・ベスティーノだ。
Jalo.
Okay.
Yeah, Jalo.
It's me, Jello.
Yeah.
I know it's spelled Gallo, but no, Jello.
So, you should know
顔合わ
what
せは
has
初
he
め
met
て
in this
だよ。
timeline?
大公爵。
Yeah. I guess he just arrived.
ベスティーノってラウレンティス枢機卿のですか？
There's good reason for Noel's astonishment. No disciple of the Holy Church could fail to recognize that name, or what it signifies.
Oh, all right.
Kodomine!
I guess Kodamine would know his dad.
Kodomine, what does that name mean and signify? I need priest explanation. Thank you. At the top of the Holy See stands the Pope.
Right.
Right.
Which we
yes,
learned is the Vatican.
Right.
That makes sense.
Just calling it stupid things instead of the Vatican, right? Yeah. So the Vatican, the Pope is in charge, but he's held aloft by the 128 cardinal. Yeah, okay, yes, that is literally the case. The way that the Pope moves from place to place is 128 men pick him up and carry him.
They carry the Pope Mobile.
Yes, yeah. That's why there's 128 cardinals beneath him, so
Yeah.
that he can. It's like a big
Palanquin.
or big crowd surfing. sort of
Yeah.
thing. And, like the ones in the back are constantly running forward to be able to catch the Pope and keep him moving. The power of the church is concentrated in the cardinals, and the most powerful of them is Cardinal
okay.
Laurentis. This man, the Pope in waiting in all but name,
okay.
has a grandson, Mario.
So as far as church politics goes, he is likely to be elected the next pope. So that would make him a pretty big shot dude. Okay.
Naturally, they're not related by blood.
Oh.
Speaking of, the Pope is probably not going to last all that much longer. Because he's been like real sick recently.
Oh.
And he's like in his 80s or 90s by now, so like, I don't know.
Jeez.
Might be time for a new pope kind of
Might be
soon.
having another election. Well, jeez.
As cardinals are celibate, they typically traditionally adopt children to raise as their successors.
Fair enough.
The Holy See values character, not blood.
All right.
Only the most pious, the most learned, the most morally steadfast are chosen to uphold the house of God. Literally, they just
Yes.
hold up the cathedral and St. Paul's is
St. Paul's.
128 cardinals just holding it over their heads at all
Atlas style.
times. Yeah. Spirit bomb style. In principle, anyway.
That is a cool picture, though.
In reality, Cardinal Laurentis has an open secret. While he's been undeniably generous in his patronage, many have noted a certain similarity between his supposedly adopted children's features and his own. He's known to the laity,
like the lay people.
yes, as a lecher in choir dress. A fraud who purchased his seat with money and power.
Huh.
Of course, those of the clergy close to Cardinal Laurentis know him to be pious, prudent, and compassionate. In all aspects but one, he is the model priest.
But one.
His sexual proclivity is the sole blemish on an otherwise pristine record.
So that's like the opposite of what normally happens. Like, oh, we can't let anyone know this isn't my blood-related heir, and he's like, we can't let anyone know I actually have a blood-related heir.
No one must know of my fucking around
Yeah.
with the altar boys.
Actually, no, it'd be the opposite. He'd be outed as being straight.